Hey, welcome back. I know it's been a while, but here we are with the new Phyrexia All Will Be One set. You know it's historic Brawl. We're doing Skrelv, Defector Mite. Skrelv Defector Mite's pretty okay. I like the fact that you can just make something hexproof and can't be blocked by targeted... Oh, let's try that again. Can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn and gains Toxic 1. So essentially what this is just a value good stuff deck with white, maybe leaning into a little bit of things that Adeline likes to do, where it's just make a whole bunch of creature tokens, and then defending the things that really matter. So, Alseed of Life's Bounty, absolutely perfect in this deck. Authority to Consoles is great, amazing, because you play it down turn 2, because we're always getting Squirreled down turn 1. Play it down turn 2, and then you can always just go in for the attack unpunished. This thing is just nightmare fuel, and it's fantastic to create more mites. It's got Toxic, fantastic. Part of our draw, as for Sentinel as always. Light of Hope is great because you can add a 1/1 counter. Its versatility is just fantastic. You got some targeted removal. You got more targeted removal of Flash Speed. You have a cantrip, which can psych out some people when you put it on Skrelv. They just don't see it coming. More targeted removal. This thing's great to proliferate. That's literally the only thing it's there for. Um, Great, just toxic stuff, man. Toxic stuff. This is good as a land, but it's also really good as just targeted removal, so it takes up 2 spots, which is fantastic. You got some ramp. We got Norn's Wellspring for ramp, not ramp, for drawing cards, and it's a pretty cheap rate. You got protection and land again. Skrelv's Hive is, you use Skrelv, you got to use Skrelv's Hive. Just makes sense. Arcane Signet for some of that land ramp. We got this Cold Steel Heart looking for ramp. We got ramp with Toxic. We got some protection. We got draw. Weatherlight Completed is a very interesting card because it gives you some card advantage eventually and becomes a creature that has evasion, which Skrelv is just name of the game. This is a neat little tech that you get to draw for. I'm just trying to see if this card is actually going to be doing anything. Adeline, as we said, likes to attack, send them sideways, and create creatures that also get to send them sideways. Let's scroll down to more at the bottom of this list. Annex Sentry is pretty interesting because it's just like an O-ring. Works very well when you get to double up the ETB triggers, as everything normally does. Archon of Emeria just slows the game down. We are playing mono white, so that would be fantastic. Charge of the Mites is nice because you can either eat a creature or we can create a board presence. I know it happens to dodge a lot of Gate to Phyrexia, because Gate to Phyrexia says that you have to sack 3 creatures, and it's nice to just make 2 of them. Be that sack fodder instead. Flensing Raptor is also pretty fantastic because it gives something flying, evasion yet again. And maybe you can give Adeline some flying and just smash face. You got targeted removal and draw. This card is fantastic. Mentor the Meek, your old-fashioned draw. Ranger Captain Vios stops those board wipes from coming if you can see them coming, as well as just getting your Esper Sentinels and all the 1-drops we have. Rumor Gatherer is actually fantastically amazing in this. Also, these little elephants, the little giraffes, the little bears, it's the cutest thing. It's just the cutest thing. You know it. Don't lie to yourself. So this thing actually works very well because we're creating a field that you're going to be able to scry and draw likely in the same turn. Teferi's Protection just because we like our stuff. Docasia's welcome because draw is good. Protection yet again and draw yet again. So moving into the 3-drops because we've already been there. Heraldic Banner speaks for itself. Oketcher's Monument, absolutely a house in this deck. Anointed Procession, considering also a house, it's the same thing as Mondrak, except Mondrak's on legs. So that's great. Faladar Retreat, also making our mites get 1/1s, and Vigilance is fantastic. This card's pretty neat because you can return something that has an ETB trigger, and then you can just do it again. Mangara, I love the card draw. That's literally it. Mite Overseer is pretty great because it gives all of our stuff first strike. That's just fantastic, and it can slowly make mites. We talked about Mondrak. Muriel is just stay off our turn, please and thank you. We got looking for some more 1-drops. Cigar to Splendor, card draw, and a little bit of life gain is always nice. Everybody's favorite card, Smothering Tithe. You hit that on the table to a chorus of groans. Nobody has a problem with it, we swear. Psalm Simulacrum. We're playing white, so we need some ramp. Shepherd Basilica, I absolutely love. You got that evasion, and you got making some mites. Great stuff. Defile Our Faith makes everything cheaper, and you make more little guys. Doomscar, when you gotta bang the board and say, you know what, enough's enough. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, all those ETB triggers, well, they look better twice. And then speaking of cast triggers, because we weren't just, you create more 4/4 Vigilancers, and that's fantastic considering the low end of our deck here, just making a board. Platoon Dispenser makes a board, draws us cards. And getting to the end of this, we got some farewell action. You know what it's good for, absolutely everything. Immortal Sun is, you want to play this card. Everybody wants to just start it out. You just want to have Immortal Sun on the board when you start, but you can't because it's a 6-drop. But you get that card draw, you get a little bit of mana value out of it, and it stops some planeswalkers. You got the original Elish Norn. Great stuff. March of Otherworldly Light is some great removal because it says Exile. Speaking of removal, we got Heliod's Intervention and White Sun's Twilight. Fantastic card, definitely not something to sleep on, especially in draft or limited, when you're looking at something that can bang the board, like absolutely wrath it, and then give you something just to send them sideways with. Fantastic. Our lands make little dudes. If I have nothing to do and nobody has any shenanigans, we're going to draw some cards. Proliferate those counters. The Mirrex is a very great card because it does spit out a little bit of a 1/1 action, as well as when the first turn you play, you get a white, or you get a color of your choice, and then Nykthos, you already know what to do. So with all that said, with all that being looked at, it's been a while. I made a couple decks. I've been playing, still just playing. So here we are to play a game of Magic the Gathering Historic Brawl with our friend Skrelv. Now, Skrelv is very interesting. He's called the Defector Mite. He's a defector. It doesn't mean that he defected from Phyrexia. It means that he is defective. He is the defector. He should have been recycled a long time ago because he does not really fit into the mantra of what Phyrexia is doing. Alright, so we know what Skrelv does. Now let's look at old Stickfingers. For X and Golgari, you may cast the spell, reveal the top cards of your library where X is the amount of X you paid for it for creature. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Old Stickfingers P and T are equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard being theirs. Fantastic start to the hand. Unfortunately, we go first with Loyal Warhound, so that's kind of but we're going to keep it. And by we, I mean you and me, because we're on this journey together. And always, turn 1, Skrelv. Feels absolutely fantastic to play your commander turn 1. Just like land turn 1. Great stuff. Great stuff. Our opponent's eyeing up Skrelv. Oh! Well, you know what that says? That says one less removal card in their hand. And Weatherlight Completed is a great way to gain some later on value, which is exactly what I want to do. So every time a creature's going to die, we're going to be able to scry, and if it has 5 or more, we're going to be able to draw. I lied. Then draw a card if it has 7 or more Freshes counters on it, if it doesn't scry 1. So scrying is still pretty fantastic. Do we play Loyal Warhound here? Yes, we do. There we are. Play one more land just because we can. And we'll see old Stinkfingers come out in just a moment. I betcha. Stop looking at our stuff, man. You've got a whole hand. Look at that. Look at all that stuff. Blood Chief's Thirst, the first card they played to be able to destroy a creature with mana value 2 or less. Which is exactly what they did to Skrelv. Skrelv did nothing wrong. Skrelv is best boy. Skrelv might. You know it. Whatever it is, Skrelv might. Skrelv might do it. Okay, so... fantastic. They've got absolutely no trickery in their hand. I will do a little bit of Felidar Retreat action. Just to get this party pumping. With a little bit of sack fodder just in case, and if not, send them sideways. Alright, I think that was the wrong choice, but that's your choice to make. Unless you can destroy this too, which you do. Did you know that in 2 cards you can make me completely sad? Because you did it. Great stuff. And they're absolutely shields down, which you love to see. I love to see it. I don't know about you. So I'm going to go Skrelv. This here land. Go like this. This has protection for Skrelv, which is fantastic. And it says any color, so we can just tap it and be completely fine with it. And send it. And that's us. Might just sacrifice this. Get it? Might just sacrifice this for a draw. That would be probably better, just because this farewell in our hand does nothing but hurt us. But it will hurt them very shortly, very soon. Alright, let's see what we're going into here. This is absolutely terrifying. That's fantastic. What do we have? 5, 6, 7. Alright, so gonna sack this. Gonna farewell the graveyards, and that should be a surrender. I do believe, because I think they're gonna want to animate this in some fashion. There's nothing that I want really, and I really just love my board. So insult to injury is always fantastic. There we are. They're 4/4. Yes, let's say pro black. That's completely fine. Here you go. You can enjoy 1 toxic counter, and then I will take this, say goodbye to your graveyard, or here in Canada we say au revoir. It becomes a 0/0. That's fantastic. I could have done that the other way, but that's just a tiny little accident now, isn't it? And he's not. They are not folding. Hour of Promise. How many deserts do you have? Absolutely none. It's good stuff. Good stuff. This thing. It's making all these squishy noises. Oh. Alright. Ba-bam! Very nice. Just interacting with the pets is a mini game. You know, before in this game, you used to interact with the scenery and things would happen. Not so much anymore. Oh well. Ooh. That sounds very nice. It's good removal. I will hold this in hand in case they have like a you have to discard a card. Yeah. All right. Okay. I will. This isn't a tap and sack, so I'm just gonna send them all. Except Skrelv. I love him, and I'm gonna use him as protection. And then Alseed is there for protection for Skrelv. Look at that. They're buddies. Pro buddies. Stop it. So rude. You can do it, Moin Lang. Block this Warhound. Why are we... I'm completely okay with that. Am I? You're gonna create a 1/1. The 1/1 will block likely this. Okay, it's gonna say create green. So this is what I will do, considering I'm not gonna be losing any life. I'm gonna go like this. You're gonna have pro green. Marvelous, fantastic. I just don't want to have to cast Skrelv again. Because I'm lazy. Protection from black. Fantastic. Hoorah. Oh, you love to hate that. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or not planeswalker. Sadness. Don't you point that at Skrelv. He is best boy. I'm completely okay with this. Dogs. These are wolves, Garuk. Should know. Ooh, I like this. So we're gonna get pro. great stuff. I'm gonna hold priority just for funsies. And then go to attacks. Here, you... I mean, I can just get rid of Garuk and then it's just not a problem. Yes, and I need it before blockers. Next two blockers? Okay, no blockers. I mean, I've got like infinite life. So submit, let's move that away. Yes, and then pro green is a great thing to be, because that's what all of these things are. Grook is going to enjoy 5 to the dome.
I didn't like you anyway.
Get back to the wilderness, my boy. Fantastic. How dare you? I have already done that once, but you have to do it twice? That's insult to injury, my friend. Alright, play him. Play him. Very nice. Good game. Alright, so the evasion was absolutely fantastic that Skrelv can offer. Just Skrelv by itself, not even Sajiri Shelter, didn't even have to use it. Ooh. This game loves it. Okay, I don't really like this hand because it's just, do you want to play late game? We're playing against Kykar, so free mulligan might be fantastic. Love these cards. I'm going to keep. So we got Kykar. He's a bird wizard for Jeskai and 1 colorless, flying for a 3/3. When you cast a non-creature spell, create a white spirit creature token with flying, and you can sacrifice it to create 1 red mana. Marvelous. You know what we do turn 1? We scare the Skrelv. Also, I really wish that Skrelv's animation for it being a legendary creature wasn't just the toxic animation. Excuse me. It just makes me sad. How do I want to do this? I can do this in case Skrelv dies, and because like they might have that flying soldier. Then I want to equip it, so take a risk, take a chance, make a change. Also, I was able to play that without being punished, and play that without him, without them responding. Otherwise, like that flash pirate soldier apparition thing probably would have just been like stopped his turn to be able to add to the stack. So that's good to know. How we feeling here? That's how we feeling here. Oh, this is absolutely good stuff. Good stuff. I can for 3. I could Cigar to Splendor to get it going. But it looks like it's too early to tell, so I think the safer bet, instead of just putting that on and having a board, the safer bet might be for card draw. Just because I'm not sure what version of Kykar this is. Because there's so many versions of Kykar. Could just be trying to control the board, so if I try and dedicate and go wide by equipping this and making a Toxic Mite, it might not go into my favor. Oh, mana hungry. I am sorry. I'll do this now. Okay, and just in case I want more draw. So this thing's very interesting. This little guy right here. Specifically because, like, it says whenever a player casts their first multicolored spell each turn, each other player draws a card. Now, there are an abundance of multicolored decks, so that means whenever somebody plays their commander that's multicolored, you get to draw a card. Fantastic, Elish Nord. But honestly, the Immortal Sun is just the best. So what I worry about is a lot of decks just use the spells that they cast are monocolored spells. Like all the best spells that you're looking at that are just like response spells, a lot of them are just monocolored spells. like your cancels, for example. Alright, that's 3 card draw. Fantastic. I love to be in this space. Waiting for them to say, do we want to activate Maze Mindstone or not? When it enters the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. I really don't have any other permanent that I want to add to my hand. Fantastic. Okay. They have no enchantments. I'll go like this. Esper Sentinel is quite fantastic, giving me a life, allowing me to draw a card if my life is more or the same as the noted life total there. I will play, okay, what is this, 5? Just in case, play Weatherlight completed. If my stuff dies, I like gaining life. Alright, I'm going to hold this up because it's got a 1/1 counter on target creature to just kill Kykar. So I'm going to send them all sideways. He's probably going to block Skrelv. No, blocking a Mite. Fantastic. I'm going to give you the good old GG. Throw a 1/1 counter on the Mite. And that should be it. Unless... Nope, exactly. Marvelous. Alright, one more. We need a loss. We need a loss, for sure. It's gonna happen. Alright, last one. So Skrelv is pretty low to the ground, as most white weenies want to do, as it's called. Oh no. Combo deck central. That's absolutely fantastic against this deck. Okay, so we're playing against an Acererak the Archlich. It says when it enters the battlefield, if you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation yet, which is one of the 3 dungeons. If you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation yet, return it to its owner's hand and venture into the dungeon. Whenever it attacks, create a 2/2 black zombie token for each number of opponents you have. So this is a really great card because you just never go into the Tomb of Annihilation, and this deck really loves to just bounce it back. And it looks like just playing Cheerios, 1-drops. And as we always do, Skrelv be loving this. Unfortunately, Paradox Engine isn't banned in this. I have no idea what this card does. Opponent reveals cards if an instant card or... Alright. Take my Teferi's Protection. I bet you won't. Alright. Please don't take Archon of Emeria. No, please. Please don't. What if you didn't? Imagine a world where you didn't. Come on, you just want to make me lose one. Dang it. The absolute feels. So we're setting up for a game here. Get that bubbly going. Send out Acererak. Don't you look at Skrelv in that tone of voice. Defender. Springleaf Drum to do things with. Oh, Skrelv's Hive. That won't kill it, unfortunately, but I want to be able to start dodging this guy. So, put in the Welcoming Vampire, leave Skrelv open to be able to protect Welcoming Vampire, and then start just getting into the red zone. And then I will Skrelv's Hive. Why you gotta be the way that you are? Non-creature, non-land. You mean all of these? Yeah, pick your favorite one. Make it Teferi's Protection this time, though. You're really killing me here. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Alright. Do what you must. Phyrexian Arena. Very nice. Okay. Gains protection. Well, we already have that, and I need a land, so I'm gonna go with this. I will do Skrelv's Hive. I'm gonna leave Skrelv up and what are they gonna do, right? What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I'm gonna lose and that's it? Like, come on. Come on. Alright, why does this say number 2? Oh, corrupted. Creatures you control with toxic have lifelink? Ah, it was a happy little accident. Fantastic. Lose one life and create a thing. Yeah, it's like Bitter Blossom. It's like that other black card that creates zombie tokens in War of the Spark. That I can't remember. Dreadhorde Invasion. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, well, that's... I love it. Mirix is great-tacular. Yeah, just send him. Not menace, so that's pretty okay. But I will keep this open for a draw. Black. I mean, it's a mono black deck. I'm sorry, I forgot. Great, excellent. Now they have corrupted. Not much corrupted cards in white, gotta tell you. At least white within the main set, because this doesn't include the commander. I am full of sadness. Great. Okay. This. That. Gain life, and away we go. Did that trigger oddly? I don't know. Exile my graveyard. Come on, it's the smartest thing to do. How dare ye? Okay. Would it be smarter? Oh, they've got lifelink. It's fine. Do gain a life. Well, gain a card, not a life. Okay. Ooh, fantastic. I can just send them all sideways. I love that. Destroy the enchantment because I dislike it. Everything but Skrelv. Skrelv is best boy. Yes. Yes. I can keep one of them and draw a card, which I think I would love to do. Oof, Nightmare Fuel. Alright. Yes. Yeah, okay, so I have a land currently. Throw out Nightmare Fuel the card. Great. You have enough cards in your hand, so only one of us can be the card draw deck. I mean, it's the same thing, right? Except I have to gain life. I have to earn it, whereas this is they just take it. Very interesting duality of it. Alright, animate this guy. Ooh, that's an animate guy. What you doing there, Skippy Jim? Remove 2 oil counters. Yuck. This guy dancing? Oh yeah, spider dance. Okay, well I thought bees dance to talk, but maybe spiders do too. I don't really know. I'm not that kind of person. Acererak, let's get her going. Alright, let's see if they tap Springleaf Drum in response to Acererak's ETB. Very wise. Wise beyond their years. That's for sure. Alright, they got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, close. Lost mine of the Fandelver. Good stuff. Yep, spitting out those Cheerios. I think the card draw, like hurting that card draw really hurt them, which was great for us. All of us at home watching. Unless you're not at home watching. In which case, where are you? You know, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Do what you want, man. I'm just happy anybody is here, just watching what's going on. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Draw 2 cards. One from you. Ouch myself for one, or one for the way she goes. Alright, how do I want to do this? This will cost 1 less. Okay. And then I will Phyrexianize my life. Doop-doo. And I'm gonna go on your upkeep draw step. Let's go like this. Safety first, then teamwork. Let it happen. Whatever you do, just do it to Skrelv. Otherwise, I will protect it with its life. I will protect whatever it is with Skrelv's life. Alright, good game. Alright, let's open a pack. Just one, come on. Venser Corpse Puppet. This seems like an interesting deck. For 2, 1, 3, Toxic Lifelink whenever you proliferate. Choose one if you don't control the Hollow Sentinel. Create the Hollow Sentinel. A legendary 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. And you may target artifact you control gains flying and lifelink till the end of the turn. So create a 3/3 dude or give a artifact creature flying and lifelink. Very interesting. We'll make this deck eventually. Y'all will see it, I swear. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope everybody really enjoyed what was going on here. It's glad just to be able to stream again, throw this up on YouTube, and I hope everybody has a great week going forward, and see you later. See you in the next one, okay? You guys take care of yourselves.